Okay, so I just want to talk to real quick, right? If you are a black person living in New York, Detroit, Chicago, DC, Atlanta, Virginia, uh, New Orleans, in Houston, and you think about moving to Arizona, I just want to say, as a black woman who has lived in Arizona since I was like 14, and I used to live in Chicago where there's so many diverse black people, and I am African, so I also I grew up in Africa a little bit too, so I'm kind of familiar with just diverse black people. If you are from the East Coast, or if you just love blackness and black culture and you love black people and you're thinking about moving to Arizona, I just want to say, please listen to these tips. Um, Arizona is not a safe space for black people, especially if you are dark skin or brown skin black woman or black person. The opportunities here for, as far as just like community and just excelling and being successful, are not that great. And the black people in Arizona are so out of touch. Most of them are so out of touch with their blackness. I have lived in Harlem. I have, gone to lived in Chicago. So like I've grown up around diverse black people. I didn't know that that there are other black people who have never experienced living around black communities, living around black people, seeing only black relationships. Like, there's so many black people in Arizona who are in interracial relationships. They don't appreciate their blackness. They hate their blackness. And it's very rare that you will even see black love demonstrated, whether that's romantic or just platonic. Like, it's not really celebrated as much. Black people in Arizona are not celebrating black culture the way it's supposed to be celebrated. Like, if you go to Harlem, like, or Brooklyn, you will just see so much beautiful blackness, like black beauty. Like, our black culture is celebrated. Black people are celebrated. Black people uplift each other. Black people celebrate each other. But in Arizona, black people, like, there'll be times that I would like literally go to the grocery store and I would see a black person and I didn't know if they're gonna say hi to me, but I'll smile at them. And sometimes they don't say hi. Sometimes they'll say hi. But there's such a disconnect in Arizona with how the black people in Arizona just don't really celebrate themselves. It's so backwards. Like, black people are beautiful. Like, I love blackness. I love being black. I love black love. I love black culture and how diverse it is. And for me, I've been so fortunate to travel and see other black people in New York and Brooklyn and Harlem. Like, it's just the energy in New York and how black people are celebrated is so damn beautiful. And I feel so sad, like, seeing how black people in Arizona don't celebrate their black culture. They're not proud to be black. Like, you don't see a lot of black love. Like, you see a lot of black men and black women in interracial relationships and black folks in interracial relationships. And I'm like, why can't we just come together and be in relationships with one another? Like, black people are so damn beautiful. So if you are living in the East Coast or the West Coast and you're thinking about moving to Arizona, I just want to give you these tips that it's not it for black people. It is not it. It's gonna be a big ass culture shock for you, and it ain't it. The black culture here, the black community here is just not it. So just want to give some people some tips because I don't see a lot of people talking about this on TikTok. Like, Arizona ain't it. It's not it for black people. It's not it for black women. It's not it for black men. It's just not it. And there's no culture. There's no celebration and excitement of blackness. Yeah, you got little pockets here and there, but a lot of people just don't embrace their blackness. And there's a lot of racism and anti-blackness and classism. Sometimes you got a lot of black folks who are very classist and elitist, the bougettas, and they look down on poor black folks or the black people from the hood. Like, it's just so weird. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video to just give anybody who is black and is thinking about moving to Arizona, don't do it. But do it if you want to just see and find out for yourself. Come find out for yourself. But yeah, just a little tip.